I'm Eric.
And this is what we've covered so far in the fall 2022 intermediate track. We started off the semester with a couple different moves that just talked about momentum and changing momentum. We did a 6-count send out, step, step, triple step, triple step. Let's do that for this angle. Step, step, triple step, triple step. From here, we made it rotational, and we did some cool like in and out kind of deals. Step, step, triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. You can get out of it in any fashion, you just let go.
Yeah.
So when we put them together, we get step, step, triple step, rotate, and on either side, you can let go and come back to closed or open position. We also talked about stepping opposite of your partner and a lead that's different than what you're actually doing. So we did back step, forward, forward for followers. So we're going opposite of each other. Boom, boom, hop. And whenever you're ready, leaders line back up with your followers and we reset. We also talked about some musicality. So the first class we talked about the structure of the music, how a lot of it was grouped in 4/8 and sometimes 6/8, and how we can use that to structure our moves within the music. The second class we talked about macro musicality, so we talked about how the song feels overall, and we also talked about dynamics. Is the song quiet? Is it loud? And how it changes throughout a song. That's something to pay attention to. In the third class of musicality, we talked about micro musicality, which are like little things that happen in the music and how to hit them. You can use slides, you can use hops and freezes, and different ways of emphasizing that in our dance, depending on like the little things, or dancing to an instrument specifically, and just paying attention to the smaller things. We also talked about swing out variations, so things that can happen at the end of a swing out. The first one we talked about was a kickball change, so both leaders and followers, kickball change on the 1 and 2 of a swing out. Step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, kickball change, triple step, 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 triple step, kickball change, triple step. We also, for followers, talked about swivels. So we talked about getting really into that 7 and 8, 1, 2, as we dance. So we come 6, 7, and 8, making a triangle, and then we can wind up for our 1, 2. Step, step, triple step, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. For leaders, we talked about a grapevine variation that happens on the 5 and 6 and 7, 8.
So,
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Those grapevines go forward and back and forward and back. Shoot, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. The other 2 variations we talked about a heel pop for both leaders and followers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. We also talked about crossing away from your partner and coming back. Step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, 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 triple step, 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 triple step, away, together, triple step. In this class, we talked about 3 different ways of swinging out and how they are all valid and wonderful ways of swinging out, and how there's not necessarily a right or wrong way of doing it, how everyone's style, as long as you're doing the things that help you connect to your partner, your style can be whatever you want it to be. So we talked about our side out swing out, step, step, triple step, side out, triple step. We talked about a forward swing out, step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. We also talked about a back out swing out, step, step, triple step, back out, triple step. All of those depend on how long the leader holds on. So the forward swing out, leaders are letting go sooner. Side out swing out is kind of in the middle, and back out swing out, leaders are letting go later on in the swing out, which causes the follower to rotate more. We also talked about connection, so having a 1 connection, kind of lower, a 2 with a little bit more connection, and a 3 with a lot more connection. So you can change between those and change between different styles, and that's what we've done so far this semester.